Alright guys, so we are here on the JP version to try out in this unit in Magna Martell obviously. So I am just gonna keep it at a level 130, custom level 13, just to kind of match what Global's having. As far as the unit has one, because of how I have it set up, so everything is gonna be maxed out. It doesn't really matter at this point in time. So pilot wise, I do not have Celine, so I went for some alternative option. Roughly about the same. This one does actually stack, but this one actually stacked a little bit lower, up to only 47% in total, and then we do have a little extra 23 right there, so that should be fine, right? And then other than that, these are the other unit that I'm using, so it's just gonna be a composition of blue and red, and then I did mix in a yellow in there just to spice things up. So I'm just gonna hop in to see in terms of the mock battle to simulate the arena how this unit will work. Alright, so this is the position that I'm having the enemy or myself having. I think I can do what I usually do for tank wise. I'm just gonna put it all the way in the back. So if you guys are lucky enough to face off against a green element unit, I feel like this unit could be of use actually, maybe, not really sure. That's why I'm trying to see if we do something like this. I don't know, let's just kind of see. Kind of like a weird angle going in here. One time speed, and let's just focus on Magna right there. All right, so we should, can we get the first hit in? All right, pop the EX skill right there. That's good, that's good. A little bit low on the HP. Yeah, we died right there. Unfortunate. But I'm gonna see how much we contribute. That's pretty good. If you do consider that, so if you were lucky you face up against a green element unit, this could be something that you will see. As far as the record, this is what we are looking at. So yeah, that's good. So it looks like the secondary weapon did some decent work. I definitely say had this unit had better defensive utility, like this unit would have been a lot more better. But how they're designing it, I don't think there's a lot of flaw. You guys can definitely say this is not meant for arena, which I could agree with that. It's probably made in lines of like co-ops or any PvE events, or just saying any single target boss could be good. Maybe it could even be good in clan battle where you can actually debuff the enemy. So that's what we are gonna try out in co-ops. Okay, so co-op wise, we are going to hop into this one where we can face a green enemy. So I don't know if I'm actually doing this right because I'm taking Magna Martell out right now. So that unit is also more of like a DPS. So that unit is not purely a support, but I'm just trying to see what kind of timer we can get without using that unit first, and then when we add it in, we'll see how we do. I don't know if this is the best way to test things out actually, but we'll definitely see. Maybe not, because we can at least do kind of see what the other units at DPS is. So I don't think it's that bad actually. No. I think we're still good. So let's just kind of see what the other units overall damage is, and then afterward we can kind of gauge. All right, does the support actually? How good is the support? Essentially, what I want to test. So far we can kind of expect double zeta to perform somewhere around the. It's still climbing, so it's too early to tell. And the other thing is, after we add in a 6 unit, I definitely say our just the overall combat will change, because every time you change up the lineup, you add a unit, you drop a unit, it kind of changes up the geometry of how these unit will perform, and it's I seen it all the time. So we may not see the same amount of damage performed by all these units right now, because eventually things are gonna get changed up, and having an extra unit definitely will change up the dynamic for sure. So I think roughly most of them are around mid 80k to almost 90k damage per second. So now that we are adding in Magna Martell, we'll definitely see if we see a spike in their DPS at all. So timing wise, it took us 150 3 seconds, and then these are the falling damage. And again, once we add in that unit, I think overall the damage wise is going to be a little bit different because we're adding an extra unit, and that unit Magna Martell is also going to be contributing, so that's why this is not going to be something to reflect upon. So even though I do not have Celine, but as far as the UR selection, we actually do have one that is very similar. So I don't know what this pilot name is. I should do my research on that. But anyways, this one fits the red element, and then this one fits the close combat. This is literally the same. And then the only difference is in terms of the skill 2, we have a plethora of it. So I do apologize for not really testing it out one-to-one because I obviously do not have Celine. So I don't think I want to use like something that is with an SR or R because I don't think that's going to be doing the unit any justice. So this one is simply just going to be buffing it teeny tiny bit. So I do hope that you guys will understand. And let's just kind of hop in. Let me check my module real quick. I do want to swap them out for some damage base one real quick. Yeah, if I can find any in here. So I'm just gonna do this for myself, and then we are gonna hop straight in. Alright, I think I'm gonna put Magna all the way in the far right, so we do not contend with the other unit, and we'll see how that's going to go. Definitely running it on a ground map, I don't know if that's like the best option in a sense. Definitely not, I feel like. But I mean, there's not really another green that we can take care of, or at least for now. And if we are talking about quests like the tier 3 quests, I don't think this unit is going to do all that well. So, or any of these shooters, because they're too over it. But holy cow, look at the damage. I know we have that advantage, but man, things are looking good. Yeah, definitely. And like I said again, the geometry definitely has changed because you guys can see the other unit are not performing as good as they should have been, and that's definitely pretty evident when we toss in a unit that's decently powerful. It definitely changed things up a lot. But my gosh, this unit is powerful, I say, and the fact that we do have a better palette to opt to use, that's why we had a better performance overall. Okay, let's kind of check out the final result real quick. So you guys can see the main weapon and the secondary weapon, they are pretty much the same overall. They're not doing, yeah, they're definitely overall the same. If you guys do want to invest on either one of them, it should be fine. Maybe prioritize the secondary weapon first, then go back to the main. But overall, this unit is quite good. Like I said again, for your general content, this unit should perform very nicely. But for arena, I'm definitely gonna see people using it, but me personally, not seeing a whole lot of defensive utility for a close combat. I am a little bit skeptical about that, even though you do have that initial 50% EXQ, or excuse me, the 50% evasion, but you still have a lot of unit that has higher accuracy, and that can easily break even with that. So that's why, had this unit had better defensive utility, man, this unit would have been god tier right now for global, but unfortunately it does not. So yes, you guys can definitely skip if you guys do want to, because anniversary is actually around the corner. That was definitely something that I did not mention. I was definitely way into the unit that I forgot anniversary is this month. But with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it for me, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.